From the East Tennessee Weather Center, here's your evening weather update with meteorologist Mike Witcher.
All right, here we go. Sure hope you had a great day today. It turned out to be an absolutely beautiful day around East Tennessee. Got a gorgeous sunrise, a nice little time lapse from our KMNV Monroe County Airport. Of course, you can capture this live view using the East Tennessee Weather app or online at easttnweather.com or on YouTube as well. But we like to show you these time lapses. Why? Because it shows you really how the atmosphere works and how everything really plays out. Now, we've got the clouds hanging out with us throughout the afternoon and evening hours because it's a sign of a changing weather pattern. That big change comes in as soon as tomorrow. So let's talk about it, right? We're talking about colder air, some light rain showers, and yes, even some light mountain snow showers as the storm system dive bombs the Tennessee Valley, bringing us that wave of energy through the atmosphere. All right, we'll talk about those details coming up here in just a few minutes, but first things first. All right, we did make it back into the 50s and 60s, well above average. Averages are 40s and 50s. Now, as we get the day started on our day tomorrow, we're going to start off with temperatures in the 40s, the last day of the year. Wow, can you believe it? 2025, right around the corner. So New Year's Eve, here's the story. As I mentioned, we've got a storm system on the way. Cold front's going to come through midday, probably right around between 11 and about 1 or so. That's when the cold front slices through. So right ahead of it, we'll see those temperatures warm to the mid to upper 50s. Back behind it, temperatures come on down. But with this cold front, we're also talking about a lot of wind. So the National Weather Service has added a wind advisory for the valley locations. We're talking about southwesterly winds ahead of the cold front, 15 to 30 miles per hour, gusting to 45. And the mountains of East Tennessee, a high wind warning again, gusts up to about 65 miles per hour across the highest peaks of the Smokies. So when you look at our wind gust trend, it's right along the leading edge of the winds, okay? So the winds are going to be cranking. Those are actually temperatures, but again, the winds are going to be cranking right along the leading edge of that frontal boundary. So let's talk about New Year's Eve. If you happen to have any sort of outdoor plans, we're talking about a chance for some scattered light rain showers. We'll walk you through the futurecast here in just a moment. By noon, we're right around 57 degrees. If you have dinner plans between 5 and 8, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night, I know dinner's kind of weird on New Year's Eve, we're going to be in the 40s and 50s. Not too terribly bad. Likely to be mostly cloudy, maybe a couple of spotty stray showers. Can't rule that out. And that's going to be the story as we bring in the new year with a temperature of about 42 degrees. So you can't go wrong with that. It is going to be pretty mild considering the time of the year, right? All right, so satellite radar, here's our storm system I'm talking about. We've got rain-snow mixture across the Great Plains and the upper Midwest. This storm will continue to dive its way to the south and southeast. And as it does so, it's going to bring this energy with it along with the colder air. And that's why temperatures are going to come down as soon as tomorrow. So remember, temperatures start to fall during the afternoon. We'll likely have an early high temperature tomorrow as this colder air comes racing on in. Cold air is going to stick with us on Thursday. Another reinforced shot of even colder air could be swinging its way in as we get into the upcoming weekend. So temperature trend, we're back into the mid-50s. Pretty mild for New Year's Eve. New Year's Day, the bottom drops out. And a reinforced shot of colder air comes in as we get into the weekend. So we're talking highs only in the 30s and 40s. Low temperatures, average lows 31, well above that on Tuesday morning. Wednesday, we're down to 37, and then those lows come down into the teens and 20s through the rest of the week, into the weekend, and the start of next week. And with this colder air comes extremely dry air as well. So do anticipate some dry air. Static electricity will increase here over the next couple of days as well. So when you look at rain chances or precipitation chances, yes, as these disturbances come on through, we are going to get a little bit of a wintry mix, some rain, some snow, but they don't hold a lot of moisture. Here's this first one, Tuesday into Wednesday. Here around East Tennessee, we're likely to pick up, maybe about 1/10 of an inch of rainfall. But snowfall is going to be a part of the story as well, because remember that cold air is going to come racing on in. So when you break it down, the confidence is increasing. Here's Tuesday night. So Tuesday night, we're not talking snow throughout the New Year's Eve time frame, but New Year's Day, we're going to see some snow showers developing across the mountains of East Tennessee and possibly the Cumberland Plateau. So let's talk snowfall totals here for a second. Generally speaking, it's not going to add up to a whole lot. So let's break it down region by region. We'll start you off first things first in the Smoky Mountain National Park area. So I think places like Pigeon Forge, Cosby, top of the world, Townsend, Wallen could see a nice little dusting. Across the highest peaks, we're talking 1 to 2 pockets of 3 to maybe even 4 inches of snowfall. Can't be ruled out there. Upper East Tennessee, I think we could see a solid 1 to 3 up towards Mountain City, Carter County, Unicoi, Johnson County, and the Cumberland Plateau, likely a dusting. Maybe the Cumberland Mountains, about a half an inch or less could be the general rule of thumb when we're talking snowfall. It is going to bring some much colder air, and that cold air could last for quite a bit longer. So the Climate Prediction Center has the first 2 weeks below average, and the probabilities are pretty high. And that could be coming through the first week of January. And we're talking about an Arctic blast possible where we could see temperatures anywhere from 30 degrees below average for this time of the year. So you probably heard me say it before. All right, as the weather changes, make sure you check in with the East Tennessee Weather app. It's your one-stop shop for weather. I give you all the latest weather information, everything you need to know on a daily basis. So listen, if you're on social media, if you're talking with folks at work and they're like, you're starting to hear a little bit of a buzz, be like, hey, let's go see what Witcher says. What do you mean? Well, let's open up our cell phones and go to the East Tennessee Weather app and let's see what Witcher says. We'll settle this right now. See what I'm saying? See how easy that is? Hey, Wake Up with Witcher starts off at 7 o'clock in the morning. All East Tennessee weather platforms are updated by 6 a.m. All right. We're heading into the last day of 2024. I hope you join me. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow morning.